All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, pretty much, guys, is the highlights and features of the bike. To start out, we got, of course, the all-new 1250 Revolution Max engine. She's putting out 121 horsepower, 94 foot-pounds of torque. All of you may also know that it is also in the Pan America. This engine is out of the Sportster is the 1250T, which basically retuned it down to basically have more torque in the mid to lower range RPM, which I can definitely tell you can definitely notice. I don't know if any of you have ever ridden 1250 Pan America compared to this. This definitely feels a little bit better down low where you want it in the streets. So 121 horsepower, 94 foot-pounds of torque. Bike's weighing in at 502 pounds wet. That is fully fueled, ready to ride. Of course, it does have the 4-inch TFT display here, which I'll go ahead and turn on for you guys. You can kind of take a look at that. Of course, it has Bluetooth. It also has moving maps navigation, which is really cool. All you do is you press this button here to navigate through. You got your music for your Bluetooth headset, rider settings. This is just the home screen, and this is the maps like I was mentioning to you here. So I don't have my phone connected, so it's not going to show you, but it does show you in navigation. You just connect it with the Harley-Davidson app, and you can then go ahead and do navigation, which I did use yesterday, and it was really nice not having to connect or basically have my phone on the handlebars. You can just use the screen, which is awesome. Of course, the bike has ABS and traction control, which is really cool. It also has the 3 different rider modes. So if you go up here, you click mode, you're going to see it here. It says sport mode. This is where you can you can adjust it to whatever you like, which I haven't done yet. And you got rain mode and road mode. Most of the time I'm in road mode. I mean, there is big differences between the 3 modes. I'll definitely tell you that. Sport mode, balls to the walls, instant acceleration. You can definitely tell the throttle is very twitchy. But it is awesome. I mean, power wherever you want it, and it does make a huge difference. Now, road mode scales it back a little bit, still gives you, a great amount of power. It just feels normal, feels comfortable to ride in that mode. If you're not riding it aggressively, definitely keep it in road mode. And then rain mode, I did have it yesterday in rain mode because I was riding in the rain. I don't know. It just feels like it's just very, very detuned, which that's what it's supposed to do. Give you the best amount of traction and, make sure you're not going to get in any issues with, being in the wet weather. So, but most of the time, road mode and sport mode is where you want to be. Of course, as you can see here, it does have the LED lighting, which is badass. Makes the bike really stand out. And then adjustable suspension as well. So the bike does have compression and rebound and preload for the front forks. And then in the rear, it does have a measly 1.5 inches of rear suspension travel, which I will tell you is definitely a downside to this bike. You can definitely feel it on the long rides. I did adjust compression and rebound, and I got the preload set to my weight. So I do have basically the bike set up in comfort, just to really try to help with that rear suspension travel, only being an inch and a half. So like I said, it's not perfect as far as the suspension, but it is, as long as you're doing like short trips and everything, it's not too bad. So, all right, so now let's go ahead and talk about what I like about the bike. So obviously the way it looks, I mean, it just looks badass. Basically the best Harley-Davidson, in my opinion, that has ever come out. Kind of has that cafe racer look, and the mineral green is the one that I picked up. I think there was like 6 in the country when I got this, so definitely a rare color. And I just personally, I love the way it looks. Even the exhaust, a lot of people had concerns about, you know, maybe burning their leg, but this heat shield right here really does a really good job at, you know, preventing any sort of heat on your leg. I mean, you can feel it get warm, but it's nothing to be concerned about. The power plant, love the engine. My previous bike was a Yamaha FZ09, which I would say is very comparable power-wise to that bike with this 1250. So the engine is probably one of my favorite things. The ergonomics does come with the front forward pegs. I don't know if I love them yet. I mean, I love how my legs are out there compared to mid control, so what I'm used to. But I will say it's like a love-hate relationship so far, because you do feel it more on your spine and back with the forward controls. So I may upgrade to a mid control in the future. Not quite sure yet. So I'm not sure if that's a pro or not yet, but another thing that I love, like I already showed you guys, is the display. I love all the different rider modes. I love how easy everything is to access. And of course you got cruise control too, which is badass. Tried that out yesterday on the highway. It does have the heated grips option. You do need to order the heated grips. It does not come with the heated grips. And on this side over here, you got your control. So when you have the Bluetooth connected on your headset, you can change your songs. I just listen to Pandora and rock out. Of course, you got traction control button down there. You can speak, basically, if you can press the talk button to, instead of pressing your controls. Mode button, all your basic stuff, but technology in a Harley Davidson that is in my, from what I know, has, you know, never really been there. So moving on to things I don't like about the bike so far. Like I mentioned earlier, the suspension. It's my biggest concern so far. I am upgrading to the Harley has an upgraded seat, so I will be trying that out to kind of help with that. Even after I adjusted the suspension, it's just not where I want it. Other things I don't like about the bike is having no windscreen. Now, of course, that's another option you can always add on. Looks great without it, I will tell you that. But, you know, if you're doing any sort of touring or highway riding, you know, you're going to want a windscreen on there to kind of help with that. Now, of course, this bike wasn't built to be a touring bike, but I will be riding to Sturgis this year with some friends, and I will definitely need to figure that out and, you know, make it more comfortable on the highway. So, to wrap this video up, guys, I just basically want to go to an review here of the bike and just my initial thoughts on it and introduce it to the channel. This is a brand new channel, so if you would click like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it to get me going here. There's going to be, you know, I plan on using the Draggy to do quarter mile times, 0 to 60 times, reviews on bikes that I come across, all that good stuff. So you guys are going to want to definitely check it out, and because there's definitely more to come. Thanks, and thanks for watching.